So then they have to begin to unmemorize that emotion and begin to transmute that fear or that insecurity or that guilt into another emotion. And that process of unmemorizing that emotion literally liberates the energy out of their body, and it becomes free energy now to create with. And so as they begin to remove the masks of those emotions that they've memorized that become part of their personality, as energy begins to liberate, how they appear and who they are becomes more merged, and they develop this state of transparency. The final result of that is, as they start to overcome their anger and their fear and their guilt and their pain and their sadness, they start to get happy. Now, the moment they start to feel joy, that natural state of being that most human beings are privileged to, as they begin to find joy within themselves, independent of the conditions in their life, or what we would call unconditional love, that's when the experience finds them. That's when the event happens. So most people say, oh, when I have these possessions, or I'm going to accumulate these possessions to make me happy. What that really means is they're living by Newtonian laws. They're living by very classical laws of physics. In other words, they'll go out and they'll do whatever it takes to get the things they want in their life, the experiences that they want. And they think that once they have those things or those experiences, that will bring them a certain amount of joy. That's the backward thinking in the quantum law. The quantum law actually works the other way. Transmute the emotion into something else, and once we're able to do that then, and change the mind and the body ahead of the experience, to make a new mind and recondition the body to a new emotion ahead of the experience, that's when the person finds joy for no reason, and that's when the events start to find them, and they start to experience a greater sense of self. So if I were to say it really simply, your personal reality is created from your personality. So the present reality that you're experiencing is created from your present personality. To change your personal reality, then, you would have to change something about your personality. And your personality then is made up of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Now, most people don't want to do that. They'd rather turn on the TV or get on their cell phones and complain, or get on the internet and distract them from those emotions that are the core of their memorized self. And so I think that one of the things that happens when people begin to realize that there's got to be an energy exchange that takes place. In other words, if you want something to happen in your life, there's some emotion that you memorize. That emotion is energy, and it's a footprint of the past. So once you begin to unmemorize that emotion and you liberate it, that emotion now is free energy, and that's when you start to look into the future instead of looking to the past.